This is something that is discouraged in Islam. Delaying your responsibilities, always saying, I'll do it later, or leaving things until the last moment. This can lead to stress, missed opportunities, and loss of barakah. One of the practical ways the scholars mention is try to wake up early and start your day early. Now, there are a few hadiths that say the Prophet ﷺ made dua for people who wake up early and stay up after Fajr. But it's important to mention here, many of these hadiths are actually weak in their narration. So we can't rely on them as solid legal proofs. And they're not necessarily binding rulings in Islamic law. However, the general wisdom remains true. Starting your day early, avoiding procrastination, not leaving your tasks until the last minute, all of this brings benefit. When you begin your day early, you have a fresh mind, your brain is alert, your thoughts are clearer, your body is energized, your focus is sharper. You're not rushing, you're not panicking, and you can be more present in everything you do. There are also many results and studies even in the modern world that show people who begin their day early tend to be more productive, more focused, and more successful. Whether you go to the gym, whether you take a walk, whether you read Quran, make dhikr, or even just plan your day before heading to work, there is great provision, barakah, and goodness, inshallah, in starting early. I know a friend who is back in Adelaide. I went and visited him there. MashaAllah, very successful in his business and whatever he does. And MashaAllah, he takes his prayer mat with him wherever he goes. He prays in his office, even while at work. Now he runs his own business in this big apartment style office. And he said something to me that really stood out. He said, for the past 10 or so years, my work has always been from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's it. I don't work a single thing after 12. Subhanallah. How he managed to do that, of course, it doesn't apply to everyone. But the point is, he loves to do his work in the morning. He gives that time his full energy and focus. Then after 12 p.m. he switches off from work completely. He goes after his hobbies, enjoys his time, and doesn't touch anything related to work. And you know what he said? Wallahi, it has made a huge difference for me. Mentally, he says, I have time for my family. I have time for my hobbies. I have time for other things that matter in life. Now, of course, it's not a luxury for everybody. Not everyone can design their day like that. Many of you work 9 to 5. And that's a reality. But what's the lesson here? It's not about having the perfect schedule. It's about making the most of your morning, using your energy wisely, and trying to find a healthy balance between your work and your personal life. So even if you work full time, you can still start your day with purpose. Wake up early, pray, plan, do something beneficial before the rush begins. And make time, even a little, for what matters outside of work too. That's how barakah enters your time, your wealth, and your heart. So once you build your skills and your expertise and you're able to do something else that brings you more value or purpose, alhamdulillah, go for it. But if you're not able to, then remember this: every hardship, every struggle, every hour of effort that you go through, so long as you are doing it in a halal way and for a good, sincere purpose, Allah will never let your efforts go in vain. Indeed, Allah does not let the reward of the doers of good go to waste, even if you don't see the results yet. Even if people don't appreciate it, even if you're exhausted, but you're doing it right and doing it for the right reasons, know that Allah is watching and Allah will reward you.